is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Back with some more Resident Evil 4 Remake gameplay for you. And today I'm going to be talking about a latest, if you want to call it a little controversy, just a little people getting mad or upset about something. That had to deal with the Game of the Year awards. And, every year we go through this where you have the awards for the various video games, regardless of like their genre they're in, or the music, or the studios or the platform, and of course the Game of the Year award. And you get I guess a month or two before they actually do the thing, the nominees, similar to what they do in movies and music. And you always seem to get the people that get mad about, oh, this got snubbed, or this isn't there, or this didn't get the respect it deserves. And eventually when they do have the awards, you get the whole thing of, oh, this game stole all the awards, or X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. You hear it every single year. But apparently Resident Evil 4 Remake has got a little controversy with the Game of the Year award, because a lot of people are questioning why is it being nominated for Game of the Year. Now, before any of this happened, I thought it was kind of like a no-brainer that it would be. I mean, obviously, if you want to argue the case that, oh, there's so many great games that might have possibly been left out, I could understand that. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. But that wasn't what the argument was about. It had nothing to do with whether the game was good enough to be in the running for Game of the Year period. That wasn't the problem. The problem was that people were getting mad that how in the world could a remake be placed over anything in Game of the Year. Basically, there's no way a remake should be allowed to be in Game of the Year award running, period. But my problem with that is, first thing, well, if that's the case, well, how far does that go down? Does that go down for any category? So can it not be nominated for anything? Like, where does it stop and where does it end based on that logic? But, like, you have other awards it's going to be on, like, horror awards, or I don't know all the awards off the top of my head, but you get the point. Like, I'm not saying it's nominated for these things, but does that mean it's, like, not nominated for anything else, like a platform, or the genre it's in, or the music, or the developers, or whatever the case may be, or like the voice, whatever it may be nominated for. My point is, like, does that mean it's disqualified from everything, or is it just Game of the Year award? And yes, there's been a lot of great games, and just for argument's sake, a game that I enjoyed a lot. I did have my problems with it. Final Fantasy 16 didn't get nominated for Game of the Year awards, and it is what it is. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. It's not that big of a deal. But the whole concept that Resident Evil 4 shouldn't be nominated because it's a remake, like, what is that based off of? I don't see the logic. And I guess people are thinking because it's a remake, it's not a... And yes, it's a remake. It's not a brand new title, but it's not like it's a remaster. But my bigger thing, and maybe there was a stink about it, I just don't remember it, is Resident Evil 2 Remake, if I recall, was nominated for Game of the Year in 2019. I believe that's the year Sekiro won it. But, like, I don't remember people getting mad over that. Why is it a problem now? I have no idea. But I think a lot of people, if you've talked to them that have played Resident Evil 4 Remake, will tell you that while it does have its similarities, it does have a lot of differences. So it's not like it's just, A to B, like, exact replica of the exact game. There's a lot of differences. There's similarities, but there are differences. But if that's the logic, I'm just trying to plant my mind, or myself in their mind, to think of what their logic behind it is that, why it wouldn't deserve to be it. But yeah, I thought it'd be kind of a no-brainer that it would, but just being a remake really has no bearing on it. Obviously, it had great review scores. People have been extremely positive about it. It, makes sense. I don't see how it being a remake would stop it from not being in there. But the thing I just don't get even more than even that is why people get so upset about this stuff every single year. I mean, they do it it's not just in video games, it's in movies and music. I like a little secret about me go. I really don't care about the awards, these, entertainment things, whether it's movies, music, or games. Or I really don't care. If a game I really like I'll be honest with you, Resident Evil 4 Remake, it's not going to win Game of the Year. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to go to something like Baldur's Gate 3 or Legend of Zelda or something like that. But my point being is that, let's just say it goes and it wins Game of the Year, right? I'm going to do the same thing I did if it didn't even get nominated for Game of the Year. I'm going to go to sleep, wake up, and go throughout my day. My point being, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, people act like they're a part of these companies. You're just the the cheerleaders who buy these games and enjoy the games, and that's it. You don't work for the companies. You don't develop for the companies. They're the only ones that really should honestly care about it. I mean, it's nice to see a game you enjoyed get its nod in the award category, but it's like I'm not going to sit here and act like it's the end of the world. Like it's such a big deal. I mean, you have so many games that come out, and only one of them is going to win a category. So by default, it's inevitable. You're going to have some things you thought, oh, maybe they should have won that, maybe shouldn't. It's not a big deal. I mean, whoop-de-doo. I mean, I always look at it like this. I don't really care too much about the awards. I only care about the things I've played, the things I've experienced, and what I personally think. That's the only thing that really matters to me. I mean, there's a lot of games I personally like that are never going to get their recognition. Does that mean that it bothers me? No, it doesn't. It's just, as long as I enjoyed them, that's all that really matters to me. I mean, I've never been that type of person that gets so up in arms. Because when these awards drop, everyone's going to lose their mind and be like, oh, that got snubbed. How did that win? They paid them off. What does it matter? Like, I don't care. I don't need validation for awards to know that, hey, I enjoyed what I enjoyed. I liked what I liked. Like, what does it matter? The only people that really should care about this are the companies and the developers themselves. But as I said, it's the same thing with movies and music. I mean, they treat them like it's sports, like it's like the people buying these games, they're a part of the team. Like, you're not part of the team. You're just the person on the sideline playing the game, video game, I should say, not in the game, but you're on the sidelines watching your favorite team and thinking you're bigger than what you really are. And I'm sorry, and I love my sports too. I love rooting for them, but like it's not that big of a deal. I'm not going to lose my mind over it. I've never been that person. So when I hear everyone up in arms about it, like it's a big deal, like call me when there is a big deal. If Capcom all of a sudden said, hey, you know what, we're going to stop making Resident Evil games, that's a big deal. You can have a complaint about that, but oh my God, they nominated Resident Evil 4 Remake, one of the nominees for Game of the Year. Yeah, I'm not going to lose too much sleep in it, but that is my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. Do you take the Game of the Year awards ceremony? Is that serious? Do you really care? Do you just hear it and be like, yeah, that's nice, and then just move on? Like, is that big of a deal? Let me know down in the comment section down below. But that is going to be it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully I can see you guys back in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you all later. Peace.